the internet, you saw many YouTube channels who is doing different kind of short videos like this, where something is related to money, or maybe some in other areas where you have, all speeches made by AI, images might be also done by AI. So all this kind of stuff actually generated by AI. So how it's possible to do so? So I decided to create my own, let's say, channel related to this, and here you could see it, right? I just trying to play a little bit with what I have, right, in my hands in terms of technology and what I actually built. So I created my, let's say, YouTube channel just to do some testing, and I decided to automate it with the help of the n8n service. So I actually built the following pipeline, and pipeline here is pretty simple. So what first of all I'm trying to do, I have a cron trigger. So cron trigger run my let's say job every 3 hours or whatever, what will be like my decision. So then what it's do, it's actually going to the services like for example Google Trends. So we also have some other like Reddit and YouTube Trends, right? But I decided that for now it will be enough to have let's say Google Trends. So after that, once we got topics from the Google Trends, we are trying to grab them and push it into our AI to think which one of them will be better and which topic we would like to actually visualize. So after that, once we prepared everything, we are making, like another call for the selected topics about what should be our script structure for our video. So once we have everything prepared, so then we are like have our audio track, we have our design of our let's say text that will be used for our video. We are sending it to the service, which is actually allowing us to do text to speech, right? So once we have this audio, we are actually pushing everything together with audio in and scenario down through our flow. And in our flow, what we are doing next is we are actually trying to grab some free videos or some free images from two popular services. It's Pixels and Pixabay. And here we are getting, based on our tags, that we have actually required videos. Once we got all required videos, we are going down to our system, and then we are trying to actually invoke our GitHub. So you might ask, let's say, why we are using GitHub here. So what I found out. So it's actually when we have a GitHub, each time when we are running the action on this GitHub, so GitHub is actually creating a virtual machine, and on this virtual machine we have kind of about 1 gigabyte of space, like more than 10 gigabytes of RAM, and we have a possibility to do any kind of our video related stuff. Like for example, we could combine together audio, video, we could put text on the top of it, we could do some additional audio and visual effects, right? So for this audio and visual effects, I use the specific library. I will show you how it looks like. And in general, what I did is I created a file on the GitHub workflows. So here my file, I call it renderer, and here it's decide what's need to be done. So as you could see here, file not so very big. So it's about 400 or 500 of lines, and here it's do whatever it's required for me to do. First of all, it's doing the generation of the video, right, and getting everything what I've just passed from n8n. Then it's doing adding audio from our mp3 file. So then it's actually generating for me thumbnail for YouTube Studio, and then it's converted all together and trying to push to YouTube. So at this moment, because it's my, let's say, very new YouTube channel, at this moment I have here a limitation related to the number of videos that I could upload per specific period of time. So that's why I also have a fallback. So my fallback working via the following manner. So once I could see that my let's say limitation is here, right, and I could not upload the video to the YouTube through API, at this moment, just to not waste, like generation tokens, I'm at this moment just putting my videos here under that folder, right? So once it will be unblocked, I will be able to upload them manually, or I will be able to do some kind of automation, right, which will be able to do that. At this moment, if for the videos that I already generated, they were directly, uploaded to the YouTube, and they were automatically deleted from my JIT. But for these ones, I, now have my limit, right, and I'm waiting for them to be generated. So how it actually works? I am going to my n8n studio. I am clicking run workflow. So as you could see, n8n easily visualize for me what is exactly happening. So I'm using here some free models in order to be able to generate prompts, in order to be able to generate scenario. So for audio, I'm using Unreal Sound. So it's also, a free service, which is giving us, some specific number of audio generation. So once all of this is done, I could see that in my Actions tab, there will be action started. As you could see now, it's trying to render a video, and here I could see, entire history of my rendering parts. And it's actually a very good solution because here is my free Git account, right? For free Git account, what we could do is we could have about 2,000 of execution, if I remember correctly, per month maybe. Not 2,000 of execution, but 2,000 of minutes of execution. So as you could see, like here, regular execution time for my videos. Some videos take me 5 minutes to render, some 4 minutes to render, some take me more, right? So it depends really on the quality of the video and what exactly I decided to include into it. But you could see here how many I have. So that means that I could understand what is the actual volume of videos that I could generate every, month in order to stay still in limits and still use GitHub as a free, service, right, for my video generation. So let me show you what exactly is used inside of it. I decided to use, with the help of the Python, the following lib, ffmpeg, and it's actually allowing me to do what is required. As you can see here, I am installing dependencies, I'm downloading my background music, which is I'm just, passing the URL from the specific place. Then we are downloading clips and audio, and we are putting all of this together, right? Because literally, wherever my n8n let's say flow doing, it's actually generated everywhere, like links to the required audios and videos. Then, like my service is actually downloading everything, it's putting it together, right? It's do what is required. So as you could see here, the Python is working. So after that, it will generate thumbnail, it will upload it to YouTube. And as I mentioned, because of limitation at this moment, I will not be able to show you, but I will be able to show you, I would believe, that an error message that will show up. So then it will try to have a, let's say, try catch section, and then try catch, what it will try to do, it will save that video in my repo in case if upload is failed, and after that it will do any kind of cleanup which is required for us to not store unnecessary data, and then it will post the result of the operation into my repo, so I could understand what's, like result of each generation from repo directly, or I could track them easily here. So at this moment, to be able to do all this kind of part, I use it different kind of tools. So first of all, here you could see I am using Google Trends, right? So it's a free one to use. Then in terms of IE, I use it from the open router. I use it free IEs. And after that, I decided to switch to the Grokio and also use it, for free for now. As you could see, entire flow is working because here is nothing, like pretty hard, right? If you guys will review it, right? Understand current trends, generate a task for AI to generate a script, then script is generated, then based on it, we are, like finding required videos based on the text used in that video. We're generating audio speech for the text that we're preparing, and we have just deliver the job entirely related to the video generation to our free version of the Git, and it's actually doing what is required. Plus, in addition to what I've just showed to you, I am not so far developed additional functionality, and that additional functionality allow me to actually push automatically under each video link to my referral program. So if, for example, I registered somewhere, and for example, for that specific channel related to money, I, for example, would like some companies to work with me, I'm just getting this, like idea, and it will be automatically posted into description of every video, plus into the first comment. So I was not able to yet test that functionality because of, YouTube limitation of the number of videos that I could upload. So let me show you. I would believe it was here, like example. You could see at this moment the user has exceeded the number of videos they may upload. So once it will go out, or I will replicate my YouTube channel. So in that case, I will be able to go from there, right, and try to build one of the interesting projects with the help of this, like free tool, which I actually install it on my local machine. At this moment, I am using n8n on local. Because of this, I have unlimited number of the workflows that I could create. So all nodes are actually available for me. If something I don't have, I could install it with the help of the npm. So there are no problems, and I am using cloud in order to be able to help me sometimes to troubleshoot flows and do all this kind of stuff. So for quick PLC, it's kind of really pretty cool stuff for me to generate. So in addition to that, like it's a YouTube related bot, I am also using some kind of bots which are related to my Instagram. I just for fun created 3 different Instagram channels. And those Instagram channels are actually populated through basic flows. So those flows were just generated for fun through the